Okay, imagine this. Literally rewiring your brain, swapping out those habits, the ones holding you back, for ones that actually push you forward. What if I told you that, well, so much of what you do every single day isn't really a conscious choice. It's more like patterns running on autopilot. That's the huge idea behind Charles Duhigg's fantastic book, The Power of Habit. So today in this deep dive, we're going to unpack the mechanics behind habits, why we do what we do, and we'll give you some real practical ways to reshape them. Think of it like a shortcut to understanding your own routines.
Exactly. And it really boils down to what Duhigg calls the habit loop. It's pretty straightforward, actually. There are three parts. First, the cue, that's the trigger, right? It tells your brain, okay, time to start. Then comes the routine, that's the actual behavior, the thing you do. And finally, the reward, the benefit your brain gets, which makes it want to do it all over again. It cements the loop. And what's kind of amazing is how automatic these loops become, like totally below conscious thought sometimes.
It is almost unsettling, isn't it? How much it's just automatic.
Yeah.
Like grabbing your phone the second you hear a ping. That sounds the cue. Checking it is the routine. And that little hit of info, that's the reward. So once you see this loop happening, the big question is, okay, how do you actually change a habit you don't want? It feels like you're fighting yourself.
It definitely can feel that way. But the key thing Duhigg points out is you can't really erase a bad habit. The brain pathways are just too strong. Instead, the sort of golden rule here is keep the cue, keep the reward, but, and this is crucial, change the routine. So let's say your cue is boredom around 4 p.m. And the routine is scrolling social media for that reward of like mental escape. Don't fight wanting the escape. Instead, maybe stand up, stretch, walk around for 5 minutes. A different routine. You still get a break, the reward, but with something, well, healthier. It's all about substitution.
Right. So you're hacking the system, not trying to build a totally new one. Okay, I get that. But what about those habits that seem to trigger bigger changes? Like a domino effect. Duhigg talks about those, right?
Yeah.
Keystone habits.
Yes, keystone habits. This is where it gets really interesting, I think. These aren't just about changing one thing. It's how one single shift can start to rearrange other parts of your life almost automatically. Like someone starts exercising regularly. Often you see they start eating better too, maybe sleeping better, even feeling more productive. They didn't necessarily plan all that. Or making your bed sounds tiny, right? But it can lead to feeling more organized all day. They're like foundational shifts.
Like finding the master switch. Okay. But knowing what to change is one thing. Making it stick is another challenge entirely. Duhigg says there's one more piece needed. Belief.
Absolutely essential. Belief that change is actually possible. And this belief often gets supercharged when you're part of a group like AA or weight loss groups he mentions. Seeing others succeed, getting that support, it makes a huge difference. It shifts from I can't to okay, maybe we can.
So for you listening, what does this boil down to? Well, first, maybe get curious. What's the cue for that habit you want to shift? Second, figure out the reward your brain is chasing, and then swap in a healthier routine to get a similar payoff. And third, look for those potential keystone habits in your own life. Those give you the biggest bang for your buck. And remember, believing you can change, maybe finding some support, plus just sticking with it consistency, those are your best tools.
Yeah, and Duhigg leaves us with a really powerful question to chew on. The question isn't, do you have habits? The question is, do your habits have you? Makes you think, doesn't it? How will you start taking control?
This video is presented by International Psychology Association. Follow us for more psychology updates.